I just want to read this statement again that was issued earlier through Kathy Allen's attorney, David Cloutier. Might not be pronouncing that right. This is the first time that we've been able to hear from Kathy directly for 2 years now. All of the harmful, untrue rumors and lies that have been perpetuated online in the community that she lives. I want her words and her statement to be as loud as all of that bullshit. So I'm reading it again, and I really want us to hear this. My name is Dave Cloutier. I've been a licensed attorney in Indiana for over 28 years, practicing in South Bend and handling personal injury and wrongful death cases primarily in North Central Indiana. I can confirm that I am privileged to represent Kathy on a pro bono basis, with respect to advising her about protecting her interests related to the publicity surrounding the State versus Allen case, in which Kathy's husband, Rick, is accused of the tragic murders of Liberty German and Abigail Williams. Over several months, I have gotten to know Kathy very well. She is under incredible stress and has handled it with grace, dignity, and goodwill. It has been a privilege to get to know someone with Kathy's strength. Kathy and I both have complete sympathy for the family of Libby and Abby and for all the people of the Delphi area. It's difficult to imagine how hard it must be for families who deal with this loss and the unspeakable nature of what happened to Libby and Abby. For various reasons, Kathy has scrupulously avoided public comment of any kind, even in the face of repeated false claims and misinformation, both generally and specifically related to her. Kathy has no desire to do or say anything to prejudice any party's rights related to the upcoming trial. She also has been very careful to avoid doing or saying anything to add any pain or anxiety to the families of Abby and Libby. However, recently Kathy was contacted by the murder sheet, from whom she learned of a claim by an unknown person or persons about Kathy's marriage. We appreciate the professionalism and journalistic integrity of the murder sheet in seeking comment before reporting. I am responding on Kathy's behalf. We do so in part because the allegation brought to Kathy's attention does not relate to the facts of the case or the upcoming trial, but is specifically about her. In addition, Kathy's response is necessary because the truth matters, and misinformation causes harm to her and her family. As very wisely said by Kelsey German in July 2019, rumors suck, and they hurt people. Therefore, I can confirm the following answer from Kathy to the questions asked. And the questions asked of Kathy were, did Kathy consider her marriage to Rick to be over and now believe his alleged confessions? Relatedly, it was asked of Kathy whether she had some kind of recent change of heart and is on that basis going around saying these things. Kathy's answer to these questions is most definitely and emphatically no. Kathy's marriage has certainly been profoundly affected by Rick's incarceration, and both of them are suffering immense stress. Kathy loves her husband, believes in the sanctity of marriage vows, and believes that the same presumption of innocence our legal system gives to Rick should be given in equal measure by her to the husband she loves. As to her husband's alleged confessions, it is not true that Kathy now believes them, but at this time, Kathy will limit her response to just that. Finally, Kathy has not been going around telling people these things. Kathy certainly has strong opinions and much to say about these matters more broadly. Perhaps in the very near future, or further down the road, she may be willing and able to say more. For the time being, she is only responding to the direct messages asked that do not relate to the facts of the case, but do relate to Kathy herself and her reputation, with malice toward no one. Kathy prays for justice and for healing for all innocent people affected by the murders of Libby and Abby. She's also extremely grateful to Rick's defense team of lawyers, their staff, and investigators. They've been courteous and kind to her and very conscientious about representing her husband.